I think it's very easy for us to grow up in our own little lives and think that that is it, and that your perspective is the only perspective, but travel. It opens up your mind to all sorts of thinking, all sorts of possibilities, and yeah, I think being an exchange student does that. I'm Trudy, and this is my husband Sean, and we have 2 children. One of our children, Ruby, went on an exchange to France a few years ago, and now we have Claire, who's staying with us. She's an exchange student from France.
It's like my family, me and my twin sister, my mom, me and my brother. It's probably the only picture with us two like not fighting.
You need to be willing to try anything, because it's all going to be new. You need to be prepared for that, and I guess know that you're going to get a culture shock at some point, and probably a lot of the time, and just give it your best.
There'll be huge highs, lots of adventures and trips, and then these quite plummeting lows where you just want to save your baby from being so sad. And then also just everydayness too, you know, still going to work, we're still coming home making dinner, so it's quite bizarre in some ways.
Know that your child's safe, I guess, is the
Yeah.
first thing, And we had a lot of confidence in that was the case.
We just felt really safe and secure, and sure in the knowledge that Ruby was well supported on her end.
I'm very glad I chose Student Exchange Australia New Zealand to do my exchange. They were very supportive prior to and during. There was a lot of preparation beforehand to prepare you for what you'd expect and the ups and downs, and also throughout it I had a coordinator, and she was really helpful, and I could email her at any time, and that was really comforting to know.
In terms of their management of the process and their communication, it was fantastic.
You knew that the people looking after your daughter had been there and done that, and most of the people you spoke to in the organisation had been in exchanges, And lots of good systems in place, and it seemed really well organised. Oh, really good.
Yeah. Ruby was 15 when she went to France, and the reality of it was really hard in the first probably couple of months when she was desperately homesick. And that was hard for us, being so far away and not being able to do anything to help her. But at the same time, we knew that it would be, in the long run, a fantastic experience for her. We knew that she'd turn a corner, and encouraged her to use the networks that the exchange organisation have put in place for her, and she did a really good job of that.
Yeah, she eventually got on with it and got it sorted for herself.
She just grew so much. She became so much more independent, has so much more confidence in her own ability.
She could speak French really good. That was awesome.
It sounds a little bit blasé, but putting a value on the experience that she had and the experience that we had as well of her going. I mean, you learn so much about yourself. It's a lifelong experience, ultimately. For us, when we were sending Ruby to the other side of the world, we liked that the host family were not getting paid, because it meant that it wasn't an economic decision, it was more of a cultural decision, really. These families in France gave her this real gift of hosting her, welcoming her.
She'll remember for the rest of her life,
their house, into their families, and we just appreciated that so much. So now it just feels fantastic that we're able to reciprocate, we're able to do that for someone else. And it's a privilege, really. Yeah. When the organisation called us and said they had a student from France, it was like, well, it was time.
Got someone from a different country, and knowing that you're providing them with a really cool experience, something different, and that obviously they've thought about and organised with their parents, and they've put a lot of effort into it. And just, it's grateful not only for our kids, but for our kids' friends and friends and friends to meet somebody else as well. And it's a fun household. There's lots of different stuff happening, lots of different people coming over. And
you know, obviously we read Claire's profile, her family profile, her letters from her parents first, and she sounded really lovely and was a good fit.
Yeah, there was lots of information,
Yeah.
Emails and videos again, and that sort of stuff, what to expect. But just treat them like part of the family.
Yeah.
Is what you're wanting.
Actually, that's true. That's probably the key.
Yeah.
I try to do exactly the same as my sister. Sometimes I'm like, should I do something? But I think they like cooking, so I just take the dishes, and sometimes I have to clean the bathroom. I try to keep my room clean. I do my washing.
There's a good support system in place for Claire coming here as well. We've got a coordinator that we can speak with at any time. I think she's been over to visit us here as well, just to check that everything's okay. You know, touch base with Claire individually. Do it.
Do it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah, if you've got the opportunity and have the opportunity, definitely, yeah. That's great. That's good.